Morning, everybody. My name is Michael Sturry from the Lakes, Wapaka, and I'm doing today's Good News Reflection. If you've been doing the chapter a day with us, we're in Acts chapter 8 today. And as always, we encourage you to read the entire chapter. This chapter focuses on the expansion of the church. Acts chapter 7, that's where Stephen got stoned. And, it's really kind of where it went from a Jerusalem centric to a Mediterranean centric. Christians were chased out of Jerusalem because they were being persecuted, but now they're traveling throughout the region and they're spreading the word of Jesus. And so as, one of, the apostles was traveling, Philip, he was, leaving Jerusalem, and the Lord spoke to him and told him to go up to this Ethiopian treasurer who was traveling in a chariot. And that's where we're starting today. And so the verse was that Philip, in Acts chapter 8:30, Philip ran to him and heard him reading the prophet Isaiah and said, "Do you understand what you are reading?" And he said, "How can I unless someone guides me?" And he asked Philip to come up and sit with him. And the place in the scripture he was reading was this: "He was led as a sheep to the slaughter, as a lamb before its shearer is silent. So he opened not his mouth. In his humiliation, his justice was taken away. And who will declare his generation? For his life is taken from the earth." So the treasurer couldn't understand this passage, but Philip could. He understood that this passage from Isaiah was talking about Jesus. And so my question is for you today: when you're reading the scripture, how can I understand it unless someone guides me? What is your favorite way to understand scripture? You can do multiple things. You can get into small groups and talk about it with other people. You can go to church and listen to sermons on the different scripture. What I like to do when I'm reading at home for the chapter a day is my Bible. I'll flip it here. My Bible it's called a study Bible. And you can see here's the passage, and then underneath it breaks down and helps me understand what each of these verses mean. And so I can get a little more in depth at home. And so some Bibles have this, but you can also find these things online, and they can help you have a deeper understanding. How can I understand the scripture unless someone guides me? Have a person that you read with to help talk about it, listen to sermons on it, get a study Bible, find study resources online. You can always go just a little bit further than what just the text is to really help you understand what the meaning is. All right, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.